Okay, today I'm going to try to make the card game I made for that game jam into a actual video game, actually playable. So I'll be using Godot for this. Um, let's get to it. Okay. Um, let's just remove this first. Um, Boop. Okay. So I'll be doing it in Godot. So hold on. Let me just fix that all. Whoop whoop whoop. Boop boop boop. Okay. There we go. Um, maybe window capture? Sure. Godot. Okay. Not Firefox. There we go. Okay, so there's multiple ones here. Hold on. Um, got multiple star projects. Here we go. This still works. So I got multiple projects already existing. So let's just make a new one. Let's just start by making a new project. Maybe I can like do it a bit like this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, so new project. Let's just go. Oh, hold on. Actually, maybe I should censor that a bit. Yeah, I'll censor that when the whole game comes up. When the video is up. Alright, new folder. Let's call it two towns. There we go. Select current folder. Create and edit. Oh, okay, so that didn't show up. Okay. All right. Um, I probably should show how the game looks first. How the actual card game looks in real life first. So, hold on, let me just go grab it. Won't take that long. Alright, I am back. Just give me a few seconds to set up the camera. Um, oh, well, um, okay, just add a new camera. Video capture device. Oh, we could just add draw cam. I guess there we go. Okay, so yes, alright, now I can show off how the actual game looks and how it is played. Okay, so basically the goal of the game is to get 6 culture points. And the way that you can get culture points is by building buildings. And to build buildings, you use resources to build those, and each turn you get resources. So basically, we have like iron here, stone. These are the resource cards. Each turn you get resource cards, and each turn you also get to choose. Like each turn you get 2 resource cards. One of them you have to give to the other player, and one of them you get to keep, and you get to decide which is which. So there's a bit of a Japanese theme going on here. You have like rice and bamboo and stone cards for the resources. So, and fish. That one's pretty funny because you can like return it to get another card. Let me just sort them out a bit. They don't have to be like on the proper like they don't have to be standing upright, so to speak. Here you have some of the cards. Rice, stone, bamboo fish. Okay, that's the resource card. So these are the resource cards. But then in addition to resource cards, we also have other types of cards. So like many other types of cards. Let me get to it. Okay. So for example, everyone starts. So every turn, the 2 players, because it is a 2-player game, every turn they start with a street each, a village each. And to build another village, you have to make a street right next to it. Hold on. So like, okay, if I were to place like a village, if like, okay, let's pretend that I'm player 1, right? So if it's my turn, I'll have to grab 2 resource cards. They're usually shuffled, but I'll just pick 2 random ones, like iron and bamboo. And I'll have to pick one, and then I'll have to give one to the other player. So like I get to keep the bamboo and the other player gets to keep iron. Now if I get enough, now this happens each turn, and if I get enough, enough, uh, if I get enough resources, I can then like buy this street, for example, which will cost one wood and two bamboo. So place it over here, and that will then allow me to buy a building. And the buildings are like, there's always three buildings visible in sort of a market uh, place, so you can choose which building you want to build. And some buildings they give some culture points, and some just help towards continuing playing the game. So, for example, this hot spring card right here. Take one building or action card every turn. That is very OP, but I'll probably have to rebalance that one. But another one that I do think is not that OP but still pretty powerful is the garden. So for example, that one costs one stone, three wood, three bamboo, and it gives you three culture. So that's cool, right? Yeah, and then in addition to building cards and resource cards and those, we also have a fourth type of card. So like we have like resource cards, we have, let's call the settlement cards, or yeah, something like that, and then building cards. And then in addition to that, we also have what we call resource cards. Now you can also buy these using two iron and two wood. You can also buy an action card. Yeah, what I call an action card, not a resource card. So like those are, for example, Snow Woman. The other player skips a turn. Ghost, take three cards of any type from the opposing player. And then the Fox, still all resource cards from the opposing player. Priestess, gather any action card. And then Dragon, you instantly get three culture points. And there are also buildings that counter this. So for example, the Shrine, it counters Snow Woman and Ghost, in addition to also being a building card. So that's neat, right? Also have stuff like Fishery and Harbor and Fortress. It's all very Japanese themed, which, you know, I think is nice. Then we also have, finally, we have also the city card. Can't find it right now, but I'm thinking of overhauling this one, but basically it's an upgrade to village. Can put it over here, and that means you get more cards each turn. Each turn that you can, like, you can build another city too. If you like, let's say that we put the street right next to the garden. That would mean that I get to build a, not a city, but like another village. Then I can upgrade either one of those towards a city, and um, both of them give more resources. But I was thinking of overhauling the city a bit into like, so that you can only build one city. That either player can either build the city. So like maybe renaming it to the capital instead of the city, so that like it has a bit more meaning, and village and city don't just have the same purpose. So yeah, and I'm thinking of converting this towards a video game format. So, which, yeah, I made all this myself. Made it for a game jam, but I'm thinking of converting it to a video game format so you can actually play it and not just need to play it in real life. So it's not just only playable in real life, so it's also like playable online as well. And I do need to make some revisions, but we'll see about that later. I think for now I should just kind of count. Okay, let's count all the stuff that we have so far. Okay, so for Visa, okay, let me open a txt file. Uh-huh. It's called card count v 1.3, sure. Okay, so how much do we have? Let's see here. For fish we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 fish. So we got 9 fish for resources. How much wood? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 wood. We got 12 wood. How much stone do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stone. Let's take that back. How much bamboo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 wood. 9 bamboo, I mean. I'm guessing that rice and iron are also 9. But let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, was that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 rice. Alright. And how much iron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 iron, okay. Now the rest will be kinda hard. Okay, let's just I'll try to count action cards next, I guess. Or maybe just building cards in general. Just okay, settlement cards, I mean. 1 city, 2 streets. No, that's not enough. It's all such a mess. 2 shrines. Okay, let's try to actually just grab everything of one type and sort it out. Gardens go here, harbors go here. Fortress, at least you now get to see what the cards look like. Got the samurai card as well. Ghost cards. Divination. Well, no divination cards. think there's about two of every action card. I think. I don't remember how many I printed. Of course, this one's also pretty unique. This one would place on Shrine and make it inactive, but really that should just make any building inactive, not just Shrine. I think that would buff it a bit. Oni would make Fortress inactive. But I think that's just kinda lame and I want a different function for it. We have villages. Oh, Sunimi, we already have two cities. Fox, right? That's another card. I really should buff Harbor as well and maybe like make Hot Spring a bit less strong. Maybe make Harbor specific for buildings and then Hot Spring specific for like action cards or something. I'll have to think about it. Alright, that should be about everything for now, I think. All cards, let's check. Villages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 for villages. Two for dragon. Yeah, like I suspected. Action cards are just two. Two for ninja. How many fisheries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fisheries. 2 curses. 2 foxes. How many streets do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 streets. How many gardens? 5 gardens. 10 streets, 5 gardens. Okay, 10 streets, 5 gardens. We got 5 cities as well. Two samurai, 2 ghosts. 2 oni. 5 shrines. 5 harbors. 6 fortresses, I think, for some reason. That's weird. Fortress 6, Priestess 2. Very strange that there's 6 fortresses. 5 hot springs and 2 snow, I mean. Alright, that should be all cards. So, because I have also the sprites for the actual cards, let's just turn off draw cam for now. I have also the sprites for the actual cards, so we can just use those for the game too. The same ones that I've printed out, although I do want to make better versions of the cards eventually. Alright, let's open Godot. Oh, oh, the rule set card, I forgot about that. Well, I guess we don't need a rule set card for the actual digital game though. Okay, let's see here. Um, okay, so how would I start this? Let's start with just making a 2D scene where I just have a a UI interface, a control, right? Yeah, control. And then let's add some labels to that. I just want to see if it can see whose turn it is. I also want a button for when you decide it's their turn. Alright. Um, so the text should then say, like, when this is pressed. Okay, when sorry for making it small. But okay, when next turn is pressed. Oh right, the label doesn't have a script yet, or control doesn't have yet. Let's just create a script for control. We'll just call it game.gd. There we go. Now when the button is pressed, we'll just make a simple else if statement and a variable. Okay, var turn equals player. If turn equals player, turn equals opponent, and if turn equals opponent, then turn equal player. There we go, that should be easy enough. Assignment is not alright, and it requires 2 equal sign here. Opponent. Okay. Alright. Okay, so if you then press this, label.text equals turn, right? So let's check it out, right? Let's check this out. Ah, right, okay, so you can't see it yet. Yeah, like that. What if we close it down? Okay, anyway, if you click on this, then it errors. Okay, let's just turn that off. Yeah, that didn't work. Let's try again, huh? Yeah, then it automatically. Okay. Oh no no. No. I'm dumb. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to Godot. There we go. I'll just put on full screen when I need to show something off. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Wish you could remove this. It's kind of annoying sometimes. This is really, yeah. I don't like this thing. Why is it? I want this to be removed. The this thing. Anyway, so like a press next turn and then it says invalid set text on base label with type of value string. Yeah, shut up. Oh, okay, so I think the problem I did is that I didn't say the name label, just label. So let's try it out again. How about now? Opponent player, opponent player, opponent player, opponent player. See, that works at least, so that's good to know. Now we know whose turn it is each turn. Just turn off full screen. Oh wait, you did see that because Godot blocked it. Um, okay, so press this next turn. Opponent player, 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 opponent player. Right? Yeah, okay. I think you got it. Yeah. Now it shows up on the stream. Great, great, great to know. It's like, yeah, you press next turn and then the next turn comes up. So let's just try to implement the cards right now into the game. First off, I think I want to give like, okay, implement the hands. Just first off, get like all the cards in the deck. So, okay, let me just think about this. Which ones did not get revisions? Um, okay, so Ninja, Samurai, Fox, Ghost, and Harbor got revisions. So Ninja, Samurai, Fox, Ghost, and then Harbor. Hot Spring, Village Street, Hot Spring, Village Street got revisions. And then Fishery and Dragon are new, so they don't need revisions. So, okay, let's just copy these files right into the game. Open in File Manager. Alright, put the cards in there now. As you can see over here. Okay. Hmm. Now the first thing that I want to do is so that you're able to just play the game. Well, of course, but what I first want to do is um get the drawing mechanic out, right? Like you give one card to the opponent and they give one to you. Let's try to get that done first. Okay, so like the card count has 9 of each type, right? But let's make it 10 just so it's actually a bit more neat and balanced. So that is 10 fish, 10 wood, 10 rice. So that's 60 cards total in the resource deck. So let's say that var RSC deck equals an array. So for example, rice, wood, stone, iron, fish, and bamboo. Let's give those new rows. I hope that arrays allow for multiple of the same type. So for example, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's actually that is 60 cards in the resource deck. So let's just do so when on ready. Okay, so when basically ready means whenever the game is starting. When ready, the game will print the RC deck. That will appear right there in output. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. So yeah, as you can see, when starting the game up, you get these various. It prints out all the stuff in the resource list. So all the rice, all the fish, all the bamboo, and all the woods. Now I wanted to shuffle this though. Each turn, each time we do it, it should shuffle it up. Yeah. So let's just try to find some way of doing that online using the internet. Alright, how to shuffle an array GD script. Randomize dot shuffle. Okay, so it should be rsc deck dot shuffle. So okay, let's try it out again. As you can see, right now it's all shuffled. So that's great, isn't it? You have rice, iron, rice, rice, bamboo, fish, rice, bamboo, and woodstone, yada 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 yada. It's all randomized now, which is great. Great, just fantastic. Okay. So now we just need to create a concept of a hand within the system. Let's say that we have two variables of hands. We have an opponent hand and we have a player hand. And let's make them both arrays because those are nice to use. So now each turn, okay, so let's say that we just each turn that we grab to that we grab one card from the deck. Thanks for stream. Thank you for joining. Didn't know you were here, but hope you enjoyed this kind of experimental stream. It is definitely kind of experimental programming. But like, yeah, like, okay, so every time the button is pressed, let's say that the first one goes towards your hand, right? Let's say that the top card, let's just have the player grab each top cards into their hand, right? So basically that would mean um, RSC deck RSC deck 0. Let's just print RSC deck 0, the first card within RSC deck. I think that's how you do it, right? Yeah, that's the first card in RSC deck. So um, how do you remove cards from how do you remove how do you remove stuff from an array? Let me look that up. Okay, so dot remove. So okay, so player hand dot append RSC deck 0, and then the RSC deck will then get RSC deck 0 removed. So wait, hold on. Erase, I think now. Let's see if that works. Let's see if it doesn't crash. Okay, next turn. It doesn't crash. I think, yeah, okay. I think it does actually take it from there, but does it also add it to the hand? That's the question. Let's say that at each turn, does it prints out your hand, right? Let's say that each turn it prints out your hand instead of just the RC deck. Rice, rice bamboo, rice bamboo, bamboo. Yeah, okay, that works. Let's also check if it removes it from the RSC deck. There we go. Yeah, the RSC deck is getting smaller, and the player hand is getting much larger. So it works. It works great. Okay, so. And then when there are no more cards left, it crashes. So that's when the game has no more cards left. I anticipated that crash, but that's not a bug. We'll go fix that later, right? Okay, so the main draw of this game is indeed that whenever you draw a card, the other player also draws a card. So how would that work, right? Okay, let's say that um, let's say that you get a visual of which card you can pick. So let's just go back to this 2D mode. And then we get, okay, so um, an image texture, I think. Image text, texture rect. Yeah, texture rect. Or rather, okay, so like each time, let's just do it instead so that um, the game creates the texture rect rather than the player. That might actually be better. Other than the other than us right here. Okay, so each time we make it, then let's say that each time we add a child to control. Each time we draw a new card, we add a child that is called. Okay, so like card A and card B, var card A and var card B. Drawn card A and drawn card B. Drawn card A is texture rect dot new, and drawn card B is also texture rect dot new. So okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Let's say that as a child, drawn card A, right? Texture rect dot new. Now, I want the texture rect to be whatever RSC deck 0 is texture rect texture rect dot. Okay, hold on. Um, yeah, dot texture dot texture. No, not texture rect. Drawn card A. Let's say that it is, for example, bamboo, right? Let's copy the path towards bamboo. If that works, we can make it RSC deck. Whatever the one card that we are drawing right now is. Okay, so let's try it out. That does crash. That does crash. As expected. Okay, so invalid sect value texture on base texture rect with type string. Oh, that's weird. Usually that does work. Oh, damn, that's large. Going close. Okay. Copy value of the texture. Okay, so that's string, and that's kind of an issue. What the hell is going wrong here? I have no idea. Okay, okay, let me just look it up. Texture rect, load, texture, Godot. Of course Google was no fucking help, so let's just move towards an older game that I made and see how I solved the problem there. Okay, hold on. Just open up another Godot, Multiverse. Now go into script. It'll take a while to load up, of course, but whatever. Whatever. So weird. Why doesn't load that? I'm really like confused. Still loading up. Still loading up. This is a big game after all, so Naturally, it would take a while to load up. Yo, hello, hello. I'm just trying to figure out something, like how I can get a card, get it to load the texture of the card. Okay, so how did I manage this in Alcaverse? I think I used texture Rex there, right? I think. Sprite to the button. Maybe it's string instead of. No, it is string. Okay. Hold on. What am I doing wrong here? No idea. Like invalid set index texture on base texture rect. Like what? With value of type string. Come on now. What am I supposed to do? No idea. How did I handle it in Alcaverse? Okay. So in Alcaverse, I think I handled it with back communicate child. The GD. I know that's not okay. Hope it not take a while to make it work. Sorry, it might take a while, but we'll see. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Why is it being such a bitch? Game development looks difficult, which I already know this. Oh hi, as yes, it is absolutely difficult as hell. How about this? We print drawn a card dot texture. Drawn a card, and then we just ignore this. I'll also close Alcaverse. Okay, so yeah, I'll just ignore all of this then. Okay. That's okay, so it's object.null because that's an empty card. But maybe we can make it printed of this test card. Maybe we can make it print the texture of the test card. There we go. Now let's just ignore these two. I'm just watching a 14-hour Arcers and the trade video on my Switch, and what are you doing? You're really obsessed with that game. Holy shit. Like, no judgment on that, but you really like that game. Compressed texture. Okay, so that's a file. Oh, now I think I remember. We have to load it rather than preload it. Okay, so load. Yeah, right. Now I remember. Okay. So drawn card. Okay, so drawn card a dot texture should be about load cards dot texture for bamboo. How about now? Can't add man. Gonna call a child on a null value? What the fuck? Come on. What is that? Come on. Control cannot add child. What the hell? Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Um why okay. It's weird because it's there, right? It's there. So why can't it add it? Oh, maybe it's instantiate. No, non-existent function. Okay, so that cannot be added there. So I don't know what's wrong here. Oh, 1000 hours. Oh, congrats. Um, what's next? Ah, how do I get there? How do I do this? How do I do that? Okay. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Load the bamboo. The JPEG. Shh. 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 How about not adding child? There is no defi. How about now? If you want to show me down of talking about that game anytime, let me know. Yeah, you talk about it a lot. Okay, okay, now it works. It works. Now it just needs to be added to the game. It appears in this output, but it still needs to be added to the game itself. So why can't it be added? A child just. What did I do for it in Alcaverse? Maybe dot new? No. Non-existent function dot new and texture rect. Okay. I think it's not dot new, it's instantiate. Or not. I don't know. Okay. How did I deal with this in Alcaverse again? You're really addicted to it? Yeah, that's kind of shitty. You really should be trying out a different game then. How did I deal with this before? Probably gotta wait a long time again for it to load up. A child. How to use add child? It needs to be a node. Or not create a new. That's the different context. Oh, I think maybe, okay, maybe not control add child, just add child. Just add child. No control to it. Maybe that can work. Let's try it out. Probably won't have to open Aqua first then. Alright, let's check it out if it works. It does! Great! Fantastic! Fantastic! Great! Okay, that works. Excellent! Excellent! Progress! 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 Okay. Um, Now, let's try to get this smaller though, so that it fits inside the thing. So its size is 123 times, let's say 150 times 2, no, 130 times 200. Yeah, 130 times 200. Okay, so there's Cuphead, even though it's hard and most of the bosses are quite easy. Yeah, Cuphead is pretty easy. I don't know why people consider it that hard. Dot size equals vector 2 130 200. There we go. Boop, no, it's still massive, so expand mode equals ignore size. Yeah, now it works. Okay. Okay, now I'm not just gonna make it go over bamboo, but I'm going to make it do the first card in the deck, so it depends on what the first card in the deck will be, rather than always bamboo. Plus, load string cards dot, let's say, what was it again? RC deck dot zero, RC deck bracket 0 plus 0 plus PNG. Let's see how that works now. Yeah, see? It gets the fish, it gets the wood, it gets the bamboo, it gets the rice, it gets the iron. So that's already good to know this. Okay, so let's also add some stuff towards the player hand, so that the cards are visible in the player hand. So, or maybe just to the side. Well, it depends on how you want to play. You can lay your cards out, or you can also just keep them inside your hand. Okay, yeah, alright, how do we do that? Okay. No, I kinda wanna, okay. I'm looking up for hands graphics that we could use. Alright, I got something. I got something now. Let's just do it full screen. Okay, so this was my idea, to just have like a hand like this, but then maybe not holding cards like this. Just okay, like my idea was to have two sorts of assets here, just the thumb and the back of the hand, just for graphics. That is so cool looking. Well, thank you. Well, it's not my hand, but whatever. Okay, so like we have a back of a hand, and then we have a thumb right here. And then the idea is that just kind of like all cards go between the thumb and the back of a hand. So let's just make those two sprites. I will make them eventually just their own thing, but yeah. I'll just use this for now as a proof of concept. What was it called again? Twin Towns, right? Alright, so now we add that to the game. Should be easy enough. Oh, okay. There we go. Now in a separate folder than cards. There we go. Now it's in other assets. So let's just add the hand. Um, Another control node with two texture rects. Let's load the hand back. Like this. Shut up. Just ignore this. Ignore the size. Jesus. Okay. Wait, hold on. Actually, before we do that, quick load the thumb of the hand. right over here. Sorry if I'm not saying much, I'm just trying to focus right now. It's such a clusterfuck. Scale, keep size, maybe just... No, not keep size, ignore size. There we go. Now that's the hard done, hand done. And now we add, whenever you get a card, it gets added to the hand, so... Okay, so... So to do that, we have to... Okay, I'm sorry, I need a little break, I need a small break. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. But, okay, so like each one of the cards, we need to make sure that each of the cards gets into the hand. So to do that, we then... Don't open notepad, grief. So to do that, we need to make sure that... Okay, let's forget about the test card. Let's forget about the test card. Let's forget about the drawn card A. and draw card B. Let's just focus on the player's hand for now. What are the cards they get? So, so each turn the player's hands. What game is this? It's a game that I'm trying to. It's a card game that I made. I'm trying to make it a digital version of it. I already made a existing version of it physically. Okay, so like each one in here. So okay, let's say that player hand. Oh, okay, yeah. This is a new. This is game development stuff. Okay, so like the player hand. So for I in player hand, let's then make a new texture. Or okay, for each card in the player hand, I want to create one new thing. Yes, yeah. So okay, so okay, okay. I want to make my own game, but it's too complicated for my brain, and I just don't want to stress myself out. Yeah, it can get hard, but it can also be a nice thing to do. It's not that hard once you get around to it, but it is kind of hard to deal with the. It's not that hard to deal with the stress. It's just that I've never done this before while VTubing, so my mind is just kind of occupied with two things at the same time. So it's kind of hard. It's just an experiment though, but draw card A texture. var draw card A is texture new. Usually I just do this privately without anyone looking at my code. It's not that I get stressed about people looking at my code, it's mainly more that I'm stressed about my thought process while I code. Okay, so RC for I in player hand, let's say that for I in player hand, I and then location is each time a bit to the left. Texture is that. And then add child draw card A. How about now? That's way too big. That's because we don't have this yet. Okay. That's because we didn't do it in the correct order. What the fuck? It should be alright because we don't have this one. Expand mode should be this. Alright. How about now? Yeah, now we should have everything, but I want the location to be in the hand, and I want the location to be different each time. So, okay, bamboo. Hold on, let's just put the back of the hand always at the back. So that's okay. Let's go to ordering. Z index should be minus, let's say, 1 for now. And then the thumb is always up. So that's 1. Gonna ask a random question: is there a game that you've seen people play but it looks easy to play when you play it yourself is really hard? Um, all the time. That's all the time. I don't know. Don't know which one. Legend of Zelda, I guess. Yeah, that looks easy, but it was kind of hard. For me, first it was Cuphead. Yeah, for me that's the opposite. People always said, "Oh, that's so hard," but it's not that hard for me. Okay, so 500, 500x 357y, and let's say that each new card goes 250 to the left. Okay. Drawn card A dot position equals vector to 500 and 375. It's really not, people rage so hard when it's not that bad. Okay, hold on. Position 350. Okay, so it should be, let's call this one newest card, and let's make that a variable. Equals 500. And then each time we draw a new card, the newest card gets another 500 added to it. Equals newest card plus 100 or something. Sure. Okay, that's strange. Why do we have 5 cards in my hand? Oh, that's because, okay, it doesn't remove them yet. Okay. It doesn't remove them from there. Yeah, yeah, okay. Rage that. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just trying to focus on game dev right now. Takes a decent amount of time before I get annoyed. Same. Same. Okay, okay, so let's see the problem here. The problem is that it regenerates each time. If it's already a card played, then okay, so instead of each turn it generating the new one, let's say that newest card becomes 500, and then let's also clear the hand every turn. I know that's kind of a dumb thing, but that's just okay for dot children. So get children. That's why we have hand as a control node here. Okay, so instead of there, it's hand, player hand dot add child drawn card A. Okay, this will reset it each time at least, but it will not delete the existing cards. We have to do that. We have to remove. Okay, let's see how it goes first, right? It does not add them because they have been added way too. They are not visible. Okay, so that is actually zero. Newest card should be 0, and this should be also 0. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, as you can see, it's more visible now. So let's say instead of 0 minus 200 or maybe we could just move the player hand a bit so that it's over here. Oh, shut up. So that it's over here. No, not the hand. Not that part. No, no. The full thing. There. Like that. Yes, yeah, and then the hand itself should be a bit lower, as well as the thumb of the hand should also be lower. Let's see how it looks now. Now it looks fine. I think we can also get rid of this thing. And also of the label just temporarily. Okay, okay. The problem still is though that it still adds those before, so we need it to remove all the children from before. So I in player hand, $sign player hand dot get children I dot remove child. How about now? Remove child. Okay, player hand remove child I. Okay, I think that's it, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that deletes the hand sprites, but at least that does know that we know it works. Let's add another node control. Let's call it hands grabbed. Cards in hand. And then instead of player hand, we add child player hand slash cards in hand, so that it doesn't remove the actual assets of the hand. But yeah, okay, now it should not. Yeah, okay. Nice. Very nice. Very nice looking. as you can see, his hand is now fish, iron, stone, fish, rice, bamboo, fish, and rice. So great. Okay. Um. Oh my god. I'm. I'm really tired of this. Uh. Okay. Okay. What do you guys say? Shall I like take a break or try to actually implement the mechanics further? I'm gonna hold a poll. Might as well hold a poll. I've never really. Let's see how a poll looks in this new system. Okay, so the poll doesn't show up. I'm just a bit tired right now. Alright, people have said that I should continue working on mechanics right now, so I'll try to work more on the mechanics. Okay, okay. I'll just. Okay, I'll just put the VTubing stuff to the side though, just because I don't think I can get any good reactions out of here right now. Maybe a bit smaller. There we go. Okay, so like, you give one to yourself, and then you give one to the opponent too. That's the basic concept. So, okay, if you have, let's say, let's also give the opponent a hand, huh? An opponent hand. And then maybe change it a bit so it's flipping around. So 180 degrees Celsius. 180 degrees, I mean. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, okay. Transform 180. What? Why is it there? Whatever. Put it over there. Put that over there. Put that over there. Okay. I want each turn to be able to give a card to the opponent and to yourself. Then the other turn the opponent picks your card. Yeah. You know what? I don't actually think this was such a good idea. I have a headache. I have a massive headache, and it's kind of annoying. People don't have much interesting to say about it, but I will be trying to continue with this game. Maybe just not while VTubing. Maybe just offline, and maybe just keep VTubing. Just be just games, or I don't know. Might try it out another time, maybe, but if that doesn't work out, then I will not. But I will definitely um, I'll definitely end it right now though. But thank you for joining everyone. However short the stream was. Thank you for joining Unit, Traboto, and As. And have a good night or day.